the atheist magician who don't tolerate religion or anything you can prove. He's the atheist magician who just laughs at superstition and is trying to improve thinking.
God is real, so
How do you know this?
Get you in.
How do you know this?
You got like a minute. Prove that he exists.
I can't do it in 1 minute, guys.
All right.
You
Well,
can't.
call
You
back,
also can't
call
do
back
it
next week.
You also can't do it in over 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Because people have been trying. And it's never happened.
We are out of time. We don't even actually have the minute because we have to roll the credits.
I've even read some people posting their comments about that we got what we deserve and this is to punish us and
well,
stuff like that.
basically when a majorly bad event happens, there are two schools of God thought. One of them is that we should all be thankful for God's mercy and not making it even worse than it was. And the other one is, see, God's trying to tell you that he hates you.
Yeah, and I think maybe what's going on is this Earth is changing, and I think maybe we're going to change too, or something. I don't know, but I just feel it's Earth's changing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, disasters happen by random chance, right? I mean, the disasters have always happened, sort of randomly here and there. I mean, and then there's always the people that want to spin the occurrence of the disaster to support some, religious view that they have.
Yeah.
That none of them has ever been able to prove that there's any connection between their invisible magical friend and the occurrence of the disaster. That they just step in after the fact and say, oh my gosh, this proves because in New Orleans, there was apparently in a few weeks there was going to be a big annual gay pride festival that they have down there, and because of that, we got right-wing fundamentalists coming out saying this is proof that God hates homosexuals.
And
God
also
had
there was
a long time to attack New Orleans if he wanted to. Plus, you'd think a God could just strike the individual homosexuals dead if that's what he was really after. I mean, the idea that an omnipotently powerful deity would have to take this huge week-long wind-up to set the air spinning and go, whoa, 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 woo, and then kind of miss, because, the hurricane did not strike New Orleans dead on.
Yeah.
Well,
plus,
it did
the place
bad enough.
Huh?
It was bad enough.
It was bad, but my point is, it's a God, right? Mm-hmm. That's the best a God can do? Yeah. This is a God who's supposed to be able to do anything. What a huge lack of imagination and accuracy and precision this God apparently has, if that's what's really going on.
We've got Alan here in Austin. Hello?
Alan?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Alan.
Hi. Yeah, I was wondering if I've heard that aliens came down and interbred with humans about 200,000 years ago to create the people that live on Earth today, and I was wondering if you had heard about that.
I know that there's people that believe that, yes.
Okay, yeah, because I'm reading on Wikipedia about these huge megalithic structures, and it just doesn't seem that people could have made those. It seems like aliens came down.
You don't think people could stack up blocks?
I recommend a website called the Skeptics Dictionary.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for your call.
The idea that people couldn't stack up blocks always catches me by surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it took a lot of people and some time, but we've had a long time. And, slave labor is wonderful for building monuments, by the way. It's just not very good for the slaves.
How do they move such massive stone blocks?
We've got Janet in Austin.
Hi there.
I wish I'd have not. I'm going to stop talking because Jeff says funny stuff.
Hi, is this Janet?
Hi, yeah.
You get to be the last caller, and you've got 40 seconds.
Oh, no.
I know.
On that last guy, I think it was, we're bad science projects of scientists from other planets.
Yeah.
What we are. But I did have a friend that was an Iranian, and she had a rent house, and she had it completely destroyed. And I said, why did you rent it to those people? And she goes, because they said they went to church every Sunday, and they were Christians. Anyway, I thought that was pretty funny. But the last comment is, don't you think people do need something to believe in. I mean, people are weak. They have to have something to believe in. You had a caller a couple of weeks ago that said, "Hey, I'm not racist."
I gotta cut you off, Janet. We're out of time.
I would do something bad if I didn't have something to believe in.
We'll answer. I think it's a fine thing to believe in stuff. Just people should make more of an effort to believe in stuff that it seems to actually be true.
And I'm not cynical enough to think that people need a watchful sky guardian in order to be decent. Thanks a lot to everybody.
The other take on this story comes from the Daily Mash, which is a British version of The Onion, I think. Church of Scientology guilty of acting like a church. A French court's decision to fine the Church of Scientology for making outrageous promises based on absolutely nothing last night sent shockwaves of fear through the world's major religions. As the Scientologists were fined £500,000 for claiming eternal happiness was based on handing over a lot of money, and that the human mind is engaged in a constant battle with insane aliens, Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, Hindus, Jews, and Buddhists all began the search for a truly outstanding lawyer. A Vatican spokesman said, "If every Catholic that we've lied to about virgin birth, miracles, limbo, and heaven, and we're talking billions here, decides to sue us, we're going to have to sell all the artwork and quite a lot of the gold." It goes on, but I think we've got callers left. So.
Okay, Christians, hold on to your butts here, because this is going to be shocking. Thomas Jefferson wrote, "The Christian God can easily be pictured as virtually the same God as the many ancient gods of past civilizations. The Christian God is a three-headed monster, cruel, vengeful, and capricious. If one wishes to know more of this raging, three-headed, beast-like God, one needs only to look at the caliber of people who say they serve him. They are always of two classes, fools and hypocrites." It's Thomas Jefferson. It's not me.
Probably not a Christian there.
Thomas Jefferson. Not a Christian. Deist. Deist. Believed in a God. Had a lot of criticisms of Christianity and Christians.
To put it mildly.
Here's another one. History, I believe, Thomas Jefferson again, history, I believe, furnishes no example of a priest-ridden people maintaining a free civil government. This marks the lowest grade of ignorance, of which their political as well as religious leaders will always avail themselves for their own purpose. They're basically saying, people start taking religious leaders seriously, that leads to the destruction of the free civil government in favor of the religious claims. Okay, here's another one. Thomas Jefferson. "I have examined all the known superstitions of the world, and I do not find in our particular superstition of Christianity one redeeming feature. They are all alike founded on fables and mythology. Of innocent men, women, and children, since the introduction of Christianity, have been burnt, tortured, fined, and imprisoned. What has been the effect of this coercion? To make one half of the world fools and the other half hypocrites, to support roguery and error all over the earth." This is somebody else commenting on Jefferson from his own time, the New York Observer, reviewing Jefferson's published works, okay, from the review in the New York Observer. "Mr. Jefferson, it is well known, was never suspected of being very friendly to Orthodox religion, but these volumes prove not only that he was a disbeliever, but a scoffer of the very lowest class."
Wow.
Thomas Jefferson.
As I grew up, I always said, if there's a God, I want proof.
Okay.
Okay.
And I got my proof. I had, normally alarm clocks go, they have a certain beep, 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 beep. Well, this alarm clock went beep, 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 beep.
Allahu Akbar!
You're doing God's work. Thank you.
That was the Atheist Magician. Thanks for watching this video. But now he's had to go. Comment and click the link to subscribe. But if you don't want to, then fuck off.